and he was also lived in Grandview, where I was very active in the chamber as well. So he has a great story, and if you've not sat and talked with Clondo or read one of his books, please do so. But I'm going to let him tell you all about himself.
All right. Thank you, guys. Do appreciate ACA. ACA has done some tremendous things for me in the form of meeting all y'all that are really encouraging, thriving, and people might say, well, I'm not thriving, I'm not making my bottom line, but you're thriving. Because if you move from career to calling, then you have purpose. So keep going. And you gotta dare to be the leader. Sometimes you gotta dare to stand alone. You gotta dare to know that you have a unique vision, and it's your responsibility to make that vision known. So I'm Clondo Brownlee. I started writing books by writing my memoirs when I was in the hospital, flat on my back. I had 7 multiple mini strokes a day after the Super Bowl 2023. My young friend here, Joe Carroll, he came to the hospital when I was in the emergency room, and I was asking him, Joe, get me out of here. I gave my hand, he started lifting. He looked at my wife and said, can I get him out of here? And she's like, no, he's got to stay because, I don't want to be laying on my back, no way, and nothing. But I survived that. Prior to that, I had throat cancer. 2019, went through COVID with throat cancer. And then I grew up as a child with a dad that went to prison, had a lot of rough things in my life. And, I'm just lucky to be standing here. So that's why I tagged myself as Clondo 2.0, yeah. Because I'm back, y'all, and I hope I'm better. So actually what I do, because people say, do you speak? Do you coach? I'm a cheerleader, and I stay in my lane. See what the cheerleader does? The cheerleader helps you win games. So that's what I do. I want to encourage people. I see people working, sweating, complaining. Start a business. You know how I started it? You know how I started one of the most fabulous businesses in my life? I volunteered to do eco clubs in San Diego, California. I took these kids recycling bottles and cans. They would use the money for events they want to do in their clubs, high schoolers, middle schoolers. So what happened with that was I started looking at electronic recycling. Before you know it, and Joel testified to you because I was his youth pastor years ago. But Joel testified to you, San Diego was plastered with my banners. I had a contract with Home Depot for 4.5 years throughout the entire state of California, recycling electronics, Saturdays and Sundays. I kid you not, a $10,000 weekend was common. Wow. And it was, Now here's the thing. Even though you make good money or you do something well, you can't get complacent. You got to keep the drive going. And I realize that now, looking back, coming from there. There's a Bible scripture, it says a steward, he was getting ready to get fired. And this guy went around to all of his boss's creditors and reduced their bill. And the boss commended him. So Jesus is telling this story, the God-man Jesus. And Jesus said, the children of this age, the children in the world, not God's children, are wiser than the children of light because they leverage money to make friends for themselves for the eternal habitation. So money is a tool, guys. I'm learning that. It's not an end-all, fix-all, but it's right up there with oxygen, guys. It is. It's a top shelf tool. It's not bottom shelf tool. So, yes, it is. And we got to realize that without money, because there's a scripture also, As a pastor, I'm sorry. There's scripture also in the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon, the wisest, richest man ever lived, said, there are seasons for everything under the sun, but money answers everything. So it's not about money, but it's about purpose. And when purpose is fulfilled, you know how me and my wife, man, we didn't know nothing. In the 90s, we started a child care business. We started caring for people's kids, giving them service we would give our kids and caring for them. And that puppy used to earn about north of $120,000 a year.
Wow.
Because my wife wanted to stay home with the kids. So it's, like I said, it's not about the money, but it's about the money. So I encourage everybody to get a business. If you're on a job, don't get bitter, get better. Devise a plan. Don't stay where you're not appreciated. Don't get upset with people when they're salty, because you gotta thank them. Because really all they're doing is letting you know the next move you gotta make. So there you go. And so I work because I like to go on vacation. My wife likes to travel a lot, so I work.
That's why we work.
And
You stay home, you travel.
yeah, he's right. He's my son, he knows. But yeah, so we travel, and so I have to work, but I'm on that job and I want to get off of it. And it's like, it's like some kind of weird slave labor Stockholm deal. Tyler, if you're listening and you make a movie, I came up with the concept first. So anyway, I want my royalties. Anyway, so you're stuck on this job. And I'm like thinking, every time I try to walk away, I can't tell you why. I just stay there. So, and to all you guys that got a business, and it's kind of like giving you a little blues. I was listening to the radio and the DJ played a song. Your business called in and said they want to dedicate a song to you. Don't give up on us, baby. We're still worth one more try. I know the last quarters went bye-bye. It may be a difficult season. The clientele is few. But don't give up on us, baby. We could still pull through. Thank you, I'm Funnel 2.0, yeah.
There you go.